Welcome back to Cheddar. With us now is MYCOMEUP World founder Leonard Sekyonda. Leonard, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
You're donning the hat. You got to rep it all over the place down here. So this is a network, MYCOMEUP, for creatives, and you're here to tell us all about how people are starting businesses and launching different ideas through social media. So how are they doing it?
Well, millennials these days, they're changing the way things are done. I think over the past 3 to 4 years, we've seen a shift in 16 to 24-year-olds basically popping up out of nowhere with no real actual experience but starting businesses online. And we've noticed an increase of how sort of a 17-year-old can go ahead and start a sneaker company and start making revenue through formats of like PayPal but have no business registered. So what we're doing at MYCOMEUP World is we've created a platform where they can actually not only network amongst each other but create a real infrastructure, enabling them to actually set up the small things that are still required, because I think they're beating the class. So you're having young kids, 16, 17-year-olds here making income through social media, but they're still missing the components that are needed to actually expand their ideas.
So is it like, it's not like Kickstarter, and it's not like in a network where people get influencer jobs, right? Like Gary Vee was on 60 Minutes last night talking about all these people making money off of being influencers. How does it work on your platform? Take me step by step.
Step by step.
I'm a millennial, I'm a young kid. I want to create, I have a new idea for camera lenses. What do I do? What
you do is you sign up to the website. You'll create your profile like you would on a LinkedIn, for example. So you'd put your information, what you're currently working on in the present. And then what you'd be able to do is access a world of content, first and foremost, which will help you to kind of break down how you can start your business. We then also provide back-end support as a community, so we're helping the users with anything from as small as setting up a website to business card, and we're actually progressing the idea to bring it into crowdfunding and enabling them to actually get their ideas off the ground from wherever they are at the present moment.
In what sectors are some of the new businesses and the new ideas popping up right now?
We're getting a lot. So we're getting people that are coming in with makeup industry businesses, YouTubers. We're getting people that are coming within the sneaker business. We're getting a whole fluctuation, and I think it's kind of like these businesses aren't the conventional style, but they're actually arising, and there's a lot of money being a lot of transactions happening through the internet. But I just feel like they're not doing it the right way, in the format of they don't have a website, they don't have a business card, they don't have an accountant. They're just receiving income through PayPal, through Instagram, and through all these other platforms that are available. And I think what we're doing is we're giving them the ability to remember that they have to centralize it and also build their network, because I think people without people are nobody. So to build these big, great ideas, they still need to be out there networking and not just kind of isolating themselves in their ideas and what's working right now.
Sure. When young people in their teens are starting businesses, because the world is becoming more mobile and more global, and your network yourself, MYCOMEUP, is a worldwide network, are they thinking instantly of a global idea, or are they thinking more niche and how it would eventually maybe grow to more worldwide expansion?
Well, I think anyone between the age of 16 and 24 kind of thinks quite broad when they're thinking of an idea, but I think what's lacking right now is the confidence and the support that they require to move forward. So I think what we're also doing as a brand is we're giving them the encouragement to continue to pursue these ideas, whether they're small or whether they're big. So we're having people come in from different levels. Some people are still thinking about an idea, some people are actually launching an idea, and some people are actually achieving their current idea as it stands right now and just need to actually move it into another level with a bit more industry advice, or more importantly, maybe raising capital as well. So we're getting them at different levels, but we're not isolating any of them.
Okay, so give us a success case of one company that has successfully launched a business via your network.
So we've had...
With the help of your network.
With the help of our network. Well, we've had people that have come to us from a visionary standpoint of having ideas of being in maybe the entertainment industry, or I'd say as far as going into television. We've had somebody that came to us very early on, about 3 years ago, trying to get into the entertainment industry, recently just got an executive producer role with BET. So we're not exactly saying that businesses are the only destination, but we are saying that pursuing whatever your dream or your idea is kind of the outcome we want to help our users get to in totality.
Okay, to help people get jobs, have you received any funding?
At the moment we have, We've received initial seed funding, about £50,000 about a year ago. And that was just to turn the blog, which we started as, into a community where we can actually identify who the users are, give them the actual name, the profile pictures, and enable them to actually network amongst each other.
So are you based in the UK?
We're based in the UK.
How has Brexit affected your business and any of the businesses around you in that area?
Well, it's affected the... I mean, for me, as someone that our audience base is quite American, so I have to fly back and forth to London, America. So it's affected me when it comes to the difference in pricing and expensiveness of even merchandise like MyComeUp gear. We also give our users things like that. So I think it hasn't had an instant effect, but it is starting to slowly creep up on people's day-to-day lives, especially when they're doing the comparables of what they used to get to what they're getting now for their buck.
Sure. Are young entrepreneurs worried about that? Can they wrap their heads around that?
At this present moment in time, I think they're wrapping their heads around it, but I don't think it's, I mean, especially from the level of users that we have and the stages that they're at, I don't think it's actually knocked them to the extent that it's going to basically stop them from thinking, but I think it is something that as they go into more of the actual business world, it's going to have that knock-on effect, because it's quite a change.
And as a company based in the UK, do you feel like there has been a lot of support for the tech community there?
I don't think there has. I think that
really, I've been over. I mean, I felt like there's, like, you know, my friend Eileen Burbridge is over there at like White Bear Yard, I think it's called.
Yes.
There's like that tech. I mean, I felt like there is a vibrant tech community in London.
There's a vibrant tech community, but as far as it goes when it comes to support, whether it comes to mentoring, where it comes to giving, you know, ideas a place to exist, I think there is still quite a restriction in providing that support. I think as far as when you go to pitching and elevating your idea and maybe raising capital, yes, there is accessible funds, but I think homing individuals into getting to that position is kind of lacking at the moment.
You know, I would think that funding would maybe tighten up a bit with Brexit. Have you sensed that?
I've sensed that, yes. I think that people are being selective, but I think at the same time, Brexit has also kind of shifted the ideal investor into looking at more, I'd say, more active investments that are ideas. So there is a shift in investors looking at ideas, and I think there's a shift in the way in which money's been exchanged. But I do think that Brexit is kind of, it's good. We've got to see how it plays out, to be honest. Give it a year, see what happens there, really.
Leonard, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for coming down. Yeah, appreciate having you.
Thank you.
Up next, SNL was back at it, making fun of Trump. The best line in that SNL skit was Alec Baldwin playing Donald Trump, saying, "I have the best Baldwin brother, Billy."
I know.
Supporting me.
Steve,
right?
Steve.
Oh, Stephen Baldwin. I confuse all the Baldwins.
Steve.
All right.
It was funny.
But first, Herb Greenberg was with us at this Oktoberfest conference talking about why he is very negative on Alibaba.